G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode number 4 of Young Guns Quest for Greatness with Borussia Dortmund. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so little recap from episode number 3. Banging episode, top notch, won the title on an 11-point turnaround as well. I could not believe it. That being said, we are now in the position of, okay, so we've won the title, we've won the Pokal. We've now got to get the consistency to continuously win the title and win the domestic cup, and also start progressing ourselves into Europe. We're into season number 4 here, and we haven't got past the round of 16. So, having a look at our overall balance there, 430 million. Financially wise, I've still got 90, well, technically 100 million in the bank, which is ridiculous. I've still got a wage budget of over a million, but I have been spending money, but I've also been making sales. So just want to double check, because I can't remember off the top of my head. No, there was no comings and goings at the end of the season until the tick over. So transfers out. Big one that went out was Ben Cibiani. Now obviously he was over 30, 31, so as part of the rules he had to go. As for Sabitzer, who I think is the only one left, still will not go. And I'm kind of had to resign myself to the fact that nobody's going to bid for him, nobody's going to pay for his wages. I do not know why, because he's still a class player, but he's only got a year left on his contract. So I'm going to have to let him go for free, annoyingly. But other sales wise, Marcel Lotka, our one of our backup goalkeepers, he's gone to Leipzig for nearly 5 million, and our youngster Martin Bolzan, who I signed, I think it was last season. Hanover came in for a bid. I don't think he was progressing the way I thought he would. I don't think he will, so I sold him on. Got the money back basically for him, and then just another load of loans: Koenig, Biner Gittins. Wagner, he wasn't getting game time, so he's gone out. Carter, I wanted to give him game time. Even Hunyant, still can't say his name properly. He's gone out on loan as well as a few others. Although saying that, did I? Right, okay. Sorry, I was getting myself a little confused. So what, in our signings, I brought in free transfer Carter Pennington. You know what? As a free transfer with a potential 3.5-star ability, 4-star ability, I was like, you know what? I'll take a punt. It's free at the end of the day. If it works out, I can still make some money on him. And okay, yeah, he's not too bad at 19 years old. We'll see how it works out. Then I went shopping in Africa at Plateau United, who are in Nigeria. Femi Abubakar, he is staying there, or he is on loan there. He's staying there for the season. Got some good mental attributes and physical attributes, so we'll see how he goes there. Decent centre back. Another regen, Jaromir Pavlik from Jablonec, he's actually staying there for the season as well. Just develop him a little bit more, so he could improve. Here we go. Isaac Almahehu Mulageta, real player, who's at Gardens as well. Not heard of this guy before, but he's got very good potential ability actually to play in the centre midfield. He's got good dribbling, flair, very good physicals already, and the rest of his mentals and technicals are very good for a 19-year-old. So let's see how he develops. He's gone into my under 19 side at the moment. And then the biggest amount of money I actually did spend was on this guy, Fabrice Philippe from PSG. He's a regen from their academy, centre back / centre mid. Really weird, but I'm going to be playing him centre back. 5-star potential ability, really good all-round player already. Great tackler, physicals, mentals, all there. But he's gone out on loan to Bochum for the season. So realistically, I haven't actually signed any players from my squad, from my first team this year. Just building up the youth pool. as it were, because if you look at the under-19 side, it's massive. I've got loads of players in there and a lot of potential ability. Dev Centre, a few of these are being picked up to be looked at, but ones to watch. There's a lot there, a lot to go on. So, again, I'll put Rodrigo in for the season in my tactics as a permanent because I want to see him develop even more. But as it goes, I've only played one game of the season, I believe. So look at it. Yeah, it was a Super Cup and we won it 1-0 against Frankfurt. So we've got the Super Cup again. So the next game is the Pokal. We'll see how we get on from there. But the squad, I really didn't want to fiddle around with too much this year. One, because I got a few players who are coming up to the age of 30 again, so I wanted to see if I can get the best out of them for one final season. So Ryerson, Kobal, Brandt is 30. Again, another player I can't get rid of because of his wages. It's really annoying. I honestly thought Saudi Arabia would come to my rescue on those, but nope, hasn't done it. So yeah, it's annoying me because it's kind of defeating the purpose of the actual save, but at the same time I can't just let them go on a free transfer because the board will sack me. So I've just got to basically either keep on trying to sell them each summer or just let the contracts run out like I'm going to do with Sabitzer. But overall, the rest of the squad is looking alright. Oh, there is one guy I want to show. This guy, potential 5-star ability. The mentals on this guy for a 16-year-old. He was one of my youth candidates. He came through the development centre, and wow. So he is going to get a bit of exposure to the first team squad and hopefully a little bit of game time here and there. And yeah, I mean that's about it. It's a solid squad, same squad that won the title. I'm going to simulate the season. We'll see how we go on and see if we can retain it or do the double. Maybe. We'll see in a few seconds. And there we have it, folks. We got battered. No retaining of the title. Bayern Munich came back storming ahead, and yeah, we were never really close. We were third for a long time, second for a little bit, and then third again. We just were scoring the goals. Plus 50 goal difference is incredible, but yeah, just lost too many games again this season, and we actually drew a few. So yeah, that's disappointing to say the least. But let's have a look at the other competitions, see if we got anywhere else. Woohoo! Come on. So, Season 1, nothing. Season 2 was the Pokal. Season 3 was the League. Season 4 was the Pokal again. So, that's not too bad. Along with, it's either 2 or 3 German Super Cups now as well. Not too bad. But, again, we didn't get as far in the Champions League. We had playoff round by Milan. That's weird. But not noticed that before. AC Milan. I never knew that. I never knew that that's what the AC stood for. Oh well, learn something new every day. Okay, so let's have a look at the squad, see how everybody did. Goals wise, Adeyemi, 23 and 14 assists. Reina, 20 goals and 13 assists. Let's have a look. Oh, he's wanted. Uh-oh. What's he worth at the moment? Ooh, nearly 100 million. I think I might want to tie him down to a new contract, see if he'll sign, because he's an incredible player. I mean, he's been at Dortmund for a very long time, but that's by far his best season. That's an incredible season. He's progressed really, really well. Makoku didn't get as much game time. I'm going to have to make a decision on what I'm going to do with him, because he's only played 9 times, 34 as a sub and only 13 goals. But with Drago, wow, 51 games this season, 16 goals, 12 assists. And look at those attributes, just up, 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 up. That's incredible. And it's a full season as well. Doesn't look like he had. Let's see, he got a 2-week injury, in September, and that was it. That's pretty damn decent, to say the least. So very impressed with that. Very impressed. Noah Darvish, again, 10 goals, 7 assists, but not playing too many games. He is wanted. He's another one now, like sort of a part and parcel of the sort of the young guns generation, is also bringing in players that you can sell for a profit. Not that Dortmund really need the profit as such, but that's part and parcel. Duranville, he actually stayed for the entire season but didn't play too many games. Played a lot for the under-19s. No, he didn't. Actually. Looks good there. 8 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 player of the matches, but in reality, only 1 start, 12 sub appearances. He's good. He's a good player, but I've got to decide what I want to do with him again. And the big, as I just noticed there, actually the big thing is the injury thing. I don't know. Moscardo. This is one player I want to have a look at because he's had 47 games this season. Scored a couple of goals, a couple of assists, but as a defensive midfielder, I don't expect much on that. Gabriel Moscardo. Wow. Look at that development just after a couple of years. As a defensive midfielder, that is incredible. And I did actually put him on a new contract as well. He has a minimum fee release clause of 100 million now, which is annoying. Because I don't like minimum fee release clauses. They're annoying to me, and you could lose one of your players in January and not even know about it. So, but he has developed into a great player, a really great player. Bargy, again, not the same output as last season, but still good average rating. I wonder what's happening with him then. Seemed to play a little less in the league. I'm wondering whether he picked up an injury. Torn thigh muscle in August. So that kept him out for 2 months at the start of the season. He had a tight thigh and then tore it. Yeah, that's going to scupper things. So he's had a bit of a up and down season, but still produced the goods when it's been needed. So exciting times, really exciting times actually, I think, for the club, because we've got a massive amount of money to spend, a massive wage budget. So it's just depending on what we can do with it. Again, the problem being is that a lot of the players 21 and under don't have massive, huge valuations. So trying to spend all this money is going to be difficult. But financially wise, nearly 400 million in the bank now, so we're doing really, really well there. Where to go for season number 5? Well, I think obviously I've got to start finding some more players to bring into the team. I've got a few squad players now that I need to move on, I think. So it could be season number 5, a season a bit more of regeneration, so to speak. So we'll see where we go from there. So if you enjoyed this episode, and please leave a like if you have, and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell icon. It's free at the end of the day. It helps me out and it's free. So it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. Episode number 5 will be coming out a few days after this one, so you can keep track of what's going on. As I've said in previous episodes, it's going to be a 10 season or 10 episode save. Give myself 10 years to try and get Borussia Dortmund back to the top of European football. So fingers crossed we can do it within those 10 years. Tune into episode number 5 to see what we can do. I'll see you in the next episode. Ta-ra.